Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Hello. Let everybody join. Just I'm waiting for public to join. In the meanwhile, I just complete the writing work, so that time is not wasted.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is this, sir?
Wait, man. We are in hurry.
Good morning, sir.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, son. Okay, sir. Should we start our meeting? All have not joined, man. Only 49 members. I'm eagerly waiting for all of you to join. Okay, sir.
Sir,
Welcome.
welcome. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Sir, in a solid, the particles are arranged so closely as if one is touching with the other. This is called an edge. If you are placing more particles one below the other, in this type of arrangement, you would see that each particle is in touch with four particles. It is called square close packing. In square close packing, always there is a lot of wastage of space. In nature, space is so carefully used. There will be always minimum wastage of space in solids. So this is not a preferred packing. In this packing, if you see, this particle is in touch with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is called hexagonal close packing. In hexagonal close packing, there is a minimum wastage of space. Do you know what is the difference between 1 and 2? Hello. Do you know the difference between 1 and 2? I want to draw it again for you to inspect. We have less time, sir. We have to go a bit fast today. A bit fast.
Yes, sir.
I am drawing these two once for you to get clarity. Sir, this is the row of spheres. Just I am placing the second row of spheres just below them. In this case, each sphere is in contact with 1, 2, 3, 4. It is square close packing. Now let us see the other variant. First row of spheres are there. Second row is sitting in the gap here. Can you see that? Hello.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When they sit in the gap, the wastage is minimized. In this packing, I can obviously show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So which appears to be better, sir?
First one.
Hello.
Third one.
This is hexagonal close packing is better than the square close packing. Yes or no? In 2D.
Yes, sir.
That this is college. This is plane. Sir, now I want to know in solid actually it is 3D. This is one layer, no doubt. Your hexagonal close packing, very good. Now there will be second layer. How the second layer particles can be packed? I want to examine that. You see, on the first layer, the second layer has come. Notice how it can come. In the first layer, if there are 3 particles like this, there is a gap. In the next layer, if this gap is covered by a next layer particle, this is generating a kind of hole in the center that is called a tetrahedral void. What is it called, sir?
Tetrahedral void.
Tetrahedral void. In this tetrahedral void, which is surrounded by how many particles? How many spheres? How many spheres? 4, sir.
4, sir.
Hello. Are you seeing this is top one? These 3 are bottom ones. It is looking, if I elongate, it is looking like this. Top 1, bottom 3. Tetrahedral. Can you see it, sir? You are looking from top, sir. It is top view. Can you see that really? Hello.
Yes,
Sir.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, kindly notice. Now I will go back. I'll just go back. Yep. On the sphere, let us look at B. If I place B over A, how it looks, sir? I'm placing B over A. For your clarity, I use yellow color. See, this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The hole in the first layer A is being coincided with the hole in the second layer B. Can you see that, sir? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now I will close this with a black ball. I call it as ABC, ABC, ABC arrangement. In ABC, ABC, ABC arrangement or cubical arrangement, I will notice that I am getting a kind of hole like this. Okay.
Someone explain this again. Sir.
Here is this is a ball. Three balls are there, no? 1, 2, 3. The spheres, solid particles are like visualized like spheres. And now over this 1, 2, 3, I am putting 4, 5, 6. Can you see it really? Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I am just placing them with green color. 1, 2, 3. Now this hole and that hole got coincided. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
On that I am placing another layer C. I call it as ABC arrangement or cubical arrangement. In this arrangement, I am getting some gaps which are looking like this, sir. Sir, this how this looks like, let us see. How this gap is looking like, sir? If you want, I will draw all these spheres. Here I kept a black sphere. Of course, these are red spheres. And these are some green spheres, okay. One more place. Here, yep. Notice, sir, this hole which is there in the center is called octahedral void. What is it called, sir? Hello.
Octahedral void.
So this way of arranging spheres, you can arrange even oranges. And this way of arranging in rows, one over the other, is called stacking. In stacking, always there will be gaps. The gaps are two types. Small gaps known as tetrahedral voids or interstitials. Big gaps are octahedral voids. The void inevitably comes when you are stacking the spheres. Now, generally, if you are taking ionic solid like NaCl, always the bigger particles will make the lattice. And if you are talking of a metal like sodium, potassium, lithium, all atoms are of same size, only metal atoms can make the lattice. When the lattice is made by bigger ions or atoms, there are some gaps. In that gaps, small ions, usually cations, are locked. So in an ionic solid, lattice is made by negative ions and the positive ions are trapped in the voids. If a positive ion is trapped in tetrahedral void, it is surrounded by 4 oppositely charged ions. If it is trapped in an octahedral void, it is surrounded by 6 oppositely charged ions. The number of oppositely charged ions surrounding a particular ion is called its coordination number. This coordination number depends on the ratio between the radii of the smaller fellow to the bigger fellow, the cation to the anion. If the ratio is more than 0.73, I can use your simple trigonometry and prove that coordination number will be 8. If the ratio between plus ion and minus ion is a radii ratio is less than 0.73, greater than 0.414, I can prove that coordination number is 6. If you want, I try to make a video on that and present you. Now, in the class, I can't teach because it is not there in the textbook and we don't have time really. But you can investigate it also in Google. Proof for coordination number 6 when the R plus by R minus is between 0.414 to 0.73. This is called limiting radius. Just I want to leave a concept, sir. I will take 1 minute time to leave a concept. Do we have 1 minute time, sir? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, these are the 3 spheres. Oh, let us change the color. Yep. In these 3 spheres, there is a small sphere sitting in the center. Okay, sir? Now the point
Yes,
is,
sir.
these are negative ions. And the central fellow is a positive ion. Our rule is, the positive ion side should be just like that. It would allow the negative ions as close as possible. But really, this negative ion cannot touch this negative ion. If they touch each other, negative charges will repel. Therefore, the size of cation should not be too small. If the size of cation is too big, then the negative ions will go away from each other greatly. There is a wastage of space. So the size of the small ball should be just that much, which will just allow the negative ions to touch. Really, they should not touch. You understand? Hello?
Sir.
Hello?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Am I making sir? The size of this positive ion should be such that the negative ions are just allowed to come close, but they should not really touch each other. If they touch each other, what happens, sir?
they will repel.
They repel because they have
Repel, sir.
Now, if the size is too big, let's erase this black fellow. Now, the size should be such that it will just allow them. Oh. Now we go to black color. Okay, sir. This is called limiting radius. Can we see that? Hello.
Yes,
If the
sir.
size is too small,
Yes, sir.
they touch each other, crystal get destroyed. If the size is too big, there will be wastage of space. In solid state, generally wastage of space is not allowed. Now, you agreed, sir? Now let us imagine
sir.
that I draw a triangle. Sir, what is this equal to, sir? Hello. What is this equal to? If all the three are identical spheres, what is this equal to, sir?
Triangle.
It is equal to 2r. Yes or no? Hello?
2 hours.
Is it equal to? Yes, sir.
Yes,
What is
sir.
this equal to, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
2
2 hours. 2 hours. Yes, sir.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now I want to drop a perpendicular. Sir, what is this equal to, sir? This is r. Is it not so?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Sir. Yes, sir.
This is 2r. Is it not so?
It is, sir.
Now, what is this? This is actually equal to small 2r plus capital R. Yes or no? Yes or no? So this is the radius, sir. This is 2r, sir. Can you see it really? Hello? Hello? Diagram is not
Yes.
clear.
Diagram is not.
Now, sir, I want to know what exactly could be this. What is this, sir?
R.
This is r plus r. Is it not so? Hello?
R square plus R square under root, no, sir.
Yes, sir.
R square
No.
plus R square under root.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you can spare 5 minutes time, you can prove that the r plus by r minus will be less than 0.414, will be greater than, it is less than 0.215, greater than 0.115. Then only coordination number 3 is possible. What I want to do is, I want to make a small video because I can prove that using simple trigonometry. Absolutely, I don't have time to do that now because I have to train for exam. My idea in this day is confined to say 3 things. What is a line? What is a plane? What is a, oh, sorry, we have gone. Actually, because I planned too much today. Yeah. What are the 2 types of gaps I am getting? What are the 2 types of gaps I am getting, sir? Tetrahedral voids and bihedral voids. These are
Okay.
small in size. These are big in size. They have coordination number 4. They have coordination number
6.
6.
Generally, in ionic lattices, negative
Sir, how
ions,
to find
which are
coordination
big,
number?
coordination number means number of oppositely charged ions surrounding a particular ion. In ionic solids, bigger negative ions will make the lattice, smaller positive ions sit in the gaps. When the smaller positive ion is sitting in an octahedral void, it is surrounded by 6 anions. When the positive ion is sitting in tetrahedral void, it is surrounded by 4 negative ions. Can you see it really? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Sir.
Notice that in the arrangement of spheres in a solid is known as stacking. Stacking always generates either tetrahedral voids or octahedral voids. As a general rule, if you have X particles which are being stacked, you get 2X tetrahedral voids and you get X octahedral voids. Are we very clear what we are talking? Hello?
Yes, sir. Sir.
So in a solid state, the particles are arranged as if one fellow is touching the other. This type of arrangement is called as close packed arrangement. In close packed arrangement, if I am considering just one row of particles, it is called edge. If I am considering several rows, that can be square close packing or it can be hexagonal close packing in 2 dimensions. That 2-dimensional arrangement of particles will make a plane. When the particles are arranged one over the other in 3 dimensions, I will be getting 3D packing. In 3D packing, I can have arrangement like the first layer, second layer, first layer, second layer. If they are altering like this, how they can alter, sir? This is first layer. Now, in these gaps, just I am putting second layer. Now, in these gaps, I am putting the third layer. If I look at this in 3D, it looks like AB, 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 AB arrangement. Can you see that really? Hello?
Yes, sir.
You can go back and see it once again. So this is first layer, sir. In the gaps, which you are plugging these gaps are called tetrahedral voids. When you are plugging, how many tetrahedral voids you are getting, sir? This is a tetrahedral void. 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 If you draw one more circle, this is a tetrahedral void. Can you see this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
If you draw one more circle, this is a tetrahedral void. Notice that for every circle, one above, one below, you are getting how many tetrahedral voids? Hello? Hello?
2x.
So if there are X particles making the lattice, I get 2X tetrahedral voids only after placing next layer of spheres. Let me use which color? Okay, green color. The voids generate only when you place next layer of spheres. When we are placing next layer of spheres, on them again you are getting some gaps. Can you see them? These gaps
Sir.
are covered by next layer. The next layer exactly sits where the first layer was. So if I see in 3D, it looks like AB, 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 AB. You can go home and take oranges and try to arrange them. 6, another 6, another 6, another 6. You will notice that there will be gaps. I will be showing you 3D pictures on them. I will show you actually a movie on that. I will set in the net and next time I will show you. But this time, I want to give you one idea. Okay, sir. First of all, we got an idea about what is stacking. Are we getting idea about stacking, sir?
yes, sir.
Now, my next point is, when the particles are arranged like this, I am getting patterns like simple cube. In a simple cube, where the particles are there, sir? Particles are there only in corners. Can you see?
Yes,
This
sir.
is called
H.
primitive cube. Notice they are touching each other. This sphere are touching each other. Should I draw once again? Let us use light yellow color. Okay. Sir, here I want to show you. This sphere is touching this sphere. This is equal to 2r, sir. This sphere is touching this sphere. This sphere is touching this sphere. I can extend, right? What is this edge length of the cube equal to, sir? Can you see it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello, can you see it? What is this equal
Ye-
to, sir?
2R.
2R, sir.
No, sir, what is the volume of square? I mean cube. Volume of cube is equal
A
to?
cube.
4 by 3 pi r cube.
4/3 pi
No,
R.
no, fine. Volume of cube is equal to a cube, which is equal to 2r whole cube. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
No, sir, in a simple cube, in a primitive cube, particles are there only in corners and they are extended. So on an average, 8 corners, each corner is shared by 8 unit cells. So how many particles are remaining in one unit cell? In a primitive cubic unit cell, one unit cell has effectively only one particle. Why only one particle? Hello? Why only one particle, sir?
Because it has 8 edges.
Because
And-
each edge is shared by unit cells. Each edge is shared by how many unit cells? 1,
8
units.
units.
2, 3, 4, above 5, 6, 7, 8. Every corner is shared by 8 unit cells. Therefore, every particle in the corner is contributing only 1 by 8. 8 into 1 by 8. Effectively, each simple primitive unit cell has one spherical particle per unit cell. Volume of sphere is given by 4/3 pi r cube. Volume of this unit cell is given by 2r cube. Now, what is the effective space occupied by particles of the unit cell? That is called efficiency. Efficiency is equal to 4/3 pi r cube divided by 8r cube. If you want to know percentage, multiply with 100. What value I will get, sir? R cube cancels 2 times and it will be 3.14314 divided by 6, 52%. What is the percentage efficiency, sir? Percentage
52%.
efficiency is 52. How I got? Always in the room. What is the efficiency in your home? In what? Suppose you are all staying in one room. Efficiency in your room is volume of all the individuals staying in the room. You take the volume of the room. Volume of the individuals divided by volume of the room will give you efficiency. I would say in a simple cube, there is effectively one particle. Volume occupied by one particle is 4/3 pi r cube. This 4/3 pi r cube is the space occupied and available volume of the cube is a cube that is equal to 8r cube. So out of this 8r cube, only 4/3 pi r cube is occupied. 100 means how much? It is 4/3 pi r cube by 8r cube into 100. That is, it is 52% efficient. Are we very clear about it, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
In a simple cube, efficiency is just 52%. Now let us draw a diagram of this cube. What type of cube it is, you have to tell me. In this cube, I am placing particles here, also here. What type of cube it is, sir? Hello, sir. What is this cube?
Face-centered.
Now, sir, I want to examine this face-centered cube. Here they are touching each other. Sir, what is this equal to, sir? All are touching each other.
2R.
It is
Root
2R.
2R.
What is this, sir? It is 2R different. What is this, sir?
Root
3
2R.
R.
Let me simply say it is A, it is A. Then it is equal to root 2A. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, root 2A is equal to 4R, sir. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can you see it clearly or any doubt? Sir, this is a face-centered cube. This sphere are touching. This is in face center. These are in corners. They are touching each other. If I say it is A, it is also A because that is a cube. And this is, according to Pythagoras theorem, equal to root 2A. Root 2A is equal to 4R. Yes or no, sir? Hello? Hello?
Sir, 2 root 2 or no, sir?
2 root 2 R will come.
Sir, in this sphere, this is R, sir. For this sphere, this is 2R, sir. For this sphere, this is R, sir. Total 4R, sir. I don't know. I have to draw again. This is so important. Now we have to invest time on this. Let us not do anything. Okay, sir. I'll draw black. Okay, I erase everything. I draw fresh. SPL here. Okay. SPL here. SPL here. SPL here. Now, because it is a face-centered cube, in the face center, I put a sphere. All are of equal size. Okay, sir? It
Yes,
is one
sir.
sphere in the face center. These are the spheres in the corners. Sir, what is this equal to? Is it not equal to 2R here? Hello. Is it 2R or not? For this sphere, this is R, this is R. Is it not
Yes, sir,
equal to
2R.
R?
Yes, sir.
What is this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is 4R.
4 R, sir. Yes, sir.
If I am saying it is A, it is A. This is equal to root 2A. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
See,
sir.
sir, diagonal is equal to side square plus side square, right? Diagonal square is equal to A square plus A square. That is equal to,
Yes,
that is
sir.
2A square. And the value of the side is equal to root 2A square. That is root 2A. Are we very clear? Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Clear, sir.
In the face-centered cube, effectively, how many particles are there? In the face-centered cube, you know that every corner is shared by 8 fellows. 8 into 1 by 8 is equal to 1 particle. Every face center is shared by how many, sir? Hello?
2.
Every face center is shared by how many?
6 particles.
So 6 into half, that is equal to 3.
3.
So total, how many particles are there in a face-centered cube? How many particles are there?
4.
4.
Every face-centered cube has effectively 4 particles because all the corners put together can contribute 8 into 1 by 8, 1. All the face centers, 6 contribute effectively 6 into half, 3. In a face center cube, there are 4 particles. So volume occupied by 4 particles is 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, sir. Hello.
Sir.
It is
Yes, yes.
volume occupied. Volume available is equal to A cube. But what is A equal to, sir? We have seen that root A is equal to 4R. So A is equal to 4R by root 2. So A is
Root
equal to 2 root 2R. Therefore, A cube is equal to 2 root 2R whole cube. Whole cube. What is its value, sir? 8, 2 root 2R cube. 16 root 2R cube. Yes or no? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, this is the volume available. This is the volume occupied. Volume occupied is equal to 16 by 3 pi r cube. Volume available is equal to 16 root 2 r cube. Are you seeing it, sir? Hello.
Sir. Yes, sir.
So what is the efficiency? Volume occupied divided by volume available into 100. Volume occupied is 16 by 3 pi r cube. Volume available is 16 root 2 r cube into 100. So the 16 and 16 gets cancelled. Okay, sir.
Sir.
And if I simplify it, this is 3. Pi means 3.14. So pi and 3 can be approximately cancelled. R cube can be cancelled. Nearly it is 100 by root 2, which is nearly equal to 74%. Therefore, in a face-centered cube, space occupied corresponds to what percentage, sir?
74%.
So the simple cube or face-centered cube, which is more efficient? Hello?
Face-centered
Face
cube.
centered.
Face-centered. Let us now take the problem of body-centered cube. In a body-centered cube, particles are there in corners and also in body center. This is body center. Sir, this is body diagonal. Body diagonal is starting here and ending here. Now, what is body diagonal equal to, sir?
Root 3a.
It is root 3a. Oh, very good. Without my botheration, you quickly said. It is root 3a. Can you see it is equal to root 3a?
Yes, sir.
Root 3a is equal to 4r. Because body diagonal is root 3a. Root 3a is equal to 4r. Therefore, what is a equal to? 4 by root 3. 4 by root 3r. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, so volume of this cube is equal to a cube. A cube is equal to how much, sir? 64 by 3 root 3 r cube. Yes, sir? Can
Yes,
you see
sir.
it?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, sir.
sir, in a body-centered cube, effectively, how many particles are there? All 8 corners contribute 8 into 1 by 8, 1 particle.
Yes, sir.
Body center 1 into 1, 1 particle. Total, how many particles are there in
Two
body centered cube?
particles.
2 particles.
Always body centered cube has 2 particles. Now their volume is how much? 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the volume occupied. Available volume is 64 by 3 root 3 r cube. Now efficiency is equal to 8 by 3 pi r cube divided by, what is this value, sir?
64 3 root 3 r cube
64 by,
by 3 root.
ladies and gentlemen, if I cancel, sir, it goes 8 times. The 3 cuts. So it is how much?
67%.
Pi is 3.14. Okay. Hello. If I
Yes, sir.
simplify, how much it works out to be, sir? It works out to be nearly 74%. Can you work out really?
Yes,
Because
sir,
in the
yes.
numerator, there is 3 root 3. There is pi. Okay. So if you simplify this, it also works out to be 74%. It means body-centered cube is also equally efficient as the face-centered cube.
That's
Okay, sir.
64%, sir.
No, sir, your calculation is wrong. Now I will show you. Okay, I will show you in the printed format because I have to cover some questions which are important for next exam. That's what I'm a bit tension.
Sir, tomorrow only till Pravai status, sir, on Sunday exam.
Sunday?
Portion for Sunday exam, sir.
I
Only till
already
Bra-
said portion is only Bravais lattices. Still whatever I taught yesterday. I will be showing you portion also. Okay. Now see, this is the table I want you to understand. In a simple cube, there is only one particle. Okay. And in a simple cube, edge Hello, I want all to join because this is very important. We are going to discuss some important models. Very, very important. Hello,
Yes, sir.
I want
Yes,
all to
sir.
join. Only 30 members have joined. I have sent the messages again and again. It's very important. I want everyone to join because we have to look at what exactly is there for the exam. Then I'll start explaining whatever that is left. Okay. Sir, whenever I am talking of a simple cube, it has only one lattice point, that is on an average, one unit cell has one particle. Edge length is definitely equal to 2r. And the nearest neighbors, every particle has 6 nearest neighbors. And in this present layer, if there are 6 particles around it, if you consider layers above and below, it will have 12 particles. I will be proving all this. Okay, all this I will prove
Sir.
later on, but I want you to notice only one point at this point. Efficiency here is 52.4%. Simple cube example is polonium, 52%. Whereas in face-centered cube, efficiency is highest, 74%. Whereas in body-centered cube, efficiency is slightly less, 68% if we really calculate. Okay.
Yes, sir.
No, so of all the 3 variants, the simple cube is least efficient and face-centered cube is most efficient. These are the examples of metals which are being packed like that. So all this we see later on. Now at the moment, what I want you to notice is simple questions you should be clear. How many basic questions? Sir, only 10 minutes time I want. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not demanding much. I know that you are under stress. Only 36 members joined, to my disappointment. Okay, what can I do?
Start teaching, sir.
First of all, I want you to notice first point, like how many crystal systems are there? How many crystal systems are there?
7.
There are 7 crystal systems. And in each crystal system, there are variants. For example, in cube, how many variants are there? Simple cube, face-centered cube, body-centered cube.
Body centered.
In say tetragonal, how many variants are there? There can be simple cube, face-centered cube, body-centered cube. Also, it has end-centered cube. End-centered. End-centered means top and bottom only faces are having central particles. So, if you consider all variants in the 7 crystal systems, there are total 14 variants. They are called 14 Bravais lattices. What they are called? 14 Bravais
Bravais lattices.
So there are 7 crystal systems, 14 Bravais lattices. Now, in a simple cube, how many particles are there? On an average per unit cell means 1. In a face-centered cube, how many particles are there? On an average means 4. In a body-centered cube, how many particles are there? On an average means 2. And for example, if I say sodium chloride is crystallized as face-centered cube, how many formula units will be there per unit cell means 4 formula units. If I am saying cesium chloride is having a body-centered cube structure, how many formula units of cesium chloride will be there per unit cell means only 1. Cesium chloride means 1, sodium chloride means 4. Are we very clear about it, sir? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cesium chloride is body-centered cube. Sodium chloride is face-centered cube. Which is most efficient in packing means most efficient is face-centered cube.
Face centered.
So what type of solid is sulfur means? Sulfur is having S8 molecules. It is a molecular solid where molecules are held by only van der Waals attractions. What type of solid HCl is? means it is a molecular solid with polar dipole attractions. What type of solid is cesium chloride? Means ionic solid. What type of solid a diamond is? Means diamond is a covalent network solid, and which has a ability to conduct current in solid state. Metallic solids have ability to conduct current in solid state. In covalent network solids, is there anything that can conduct current? Means graphite is one example. Okay. Now, you can have simple questions only. You will never get complicated questions at this stage. Only we have completed introduction so far. So
Yes,
these
sir.
are some model questions I want you to be thorough with. Let me share the screen. I'm not able to share the screen. Yep. This is the book we have. Which of the following is not a crystalline solid? Can I identify which is not a crystalline solid? Hello?
Glass, sir.
Glass
Glass.
is not. Glass is regarded as,
Amorphous.
First solid.
it is,
Super
glass
cold
is a super
Super cold
cooled
liquid.
liquid. It is an amorphous solid, or it is called super cooled
Super cooled.
liquid. In fact, glass can slowly flow. If you look at the windows of Taj Mahal, the window of Taj Mahal is made with a glass pane. The bottom glass appears to be thicker than top because slowly glass is flowing. Glass is flowing because it is a super cool liquid. What is the limiting radius ratio for a tetrahedral shape? For a tetrahedral void, what is the R plus by R minus? R plus by R minus for a tetrahedral void is between 0.414 to 0.732. This I will prove using trigonometry in the video which I am going to send. Actually, this is not there in the NCERT. But I would say that for a octahedral void, limiting radius is more than this. You can see the answer for this. In case of a cubic system, number of types of space lattices are 3. Face centered, body center, simple cube. The number of space lattices possible for the crystallographic dimensions, alpha not equal to beta not equal to gamma. If alpha not equal to beta, gamma not equal to gamma, what type of system it is, sir? Triclinic system.
Triclinic.
Hello. And how many variants are there? You can see the table I have given you. Okay, sir? So try to
Sir.
do these questions, which may not be really much difficult. I want you to travel up to page number 67. Okay, sir? I want to do all these problems up to page number 67. 67. So if possible, also look at 1 or 2 problems in page 68, if you can. A solid melts slightly above 273 K and is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. What type of solid it is, sir? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Listen.
What type of solid it is? It is not ionic solid because its melting point is not high. It is not a metallic solid because it is not a good conductor of electricity. Now, its melting point is so low, indicating it must be a molecular solid. No, covalent solids have high melting points. You have to see the table. Covalent solids, diamond, graphite, silica, quartz, all the covalent solids have high melting point. So the data fits only to 4. The constituent particles in carborundum. Carborundum means silicon carbide, known as inorganic diamond. 14th group, last year you have studied. Carborundum is silicon carbide. What are the particles in carborundum, silicon carbide? They are not positive ions. They are not positive ions in sea of electrons. Notice positive ions in sea of electrons are there in metallic solids.
Yes, sir.
Answer is not 4. Answer is not 3. And in silicon carbide, what are there, sir?
Molecule.
Atoms.
Actually, the atoms are bonded like a covalent network solid. Silicon carbide or carborundum has very high melting point, and it is the hardest material after diamond. Silicon carbide or carborundum is called inorganic diamond. It is a covalent network solid. It is having atoms bonded three-dimensionally. So try to answer these questions up to page 67. For your examination portion is only this much. You need not have to do anything other than this. What you have
Yes,
to do
sir.
is just to do up to page number 60.
7.
If you have caliber, you can also do some questions in page number 68 and 69, which are within the portion you have covered. For example,
Okay.
you can see in page number 68, question number 1, for example. What is question number 1, sir? Can we solve this? We have just now solved, no? 68.
Sir, just now.
Just now we have solved,
Yes,
no?
sir.
So for example, you take page number 69, look at question number, say, 18. Can we solve this, sir? A solid has a structure in which W atoms are located in the corners. Corner means 1. And oxygen atoms are at the center of the edge. All edge centers together will make 3 particles. And sodium atoms are in the center of the cube. It means body center. Body center means 1. So what could be the formula, sir? Hello? Body center means only one body
4.
center will be there.
W
There will
4,
be
sir.
only one Na. And where are W, sir? W atoms are there in the corners. All corners make only 1. And where is
3, sir.
oxygen, sir? Oxygen is there in the center of the edges. All edge centers together will make how many atoms, sir? 12 into 1 by 4, 3. So formula must be NaWO3. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
NaWO3, yes
Yes.
or no? You can see the answer if you have a doubt. What is this question number, sir?
Number 8, 9,
18.
8.
So what is the answer they gave? First option. 8th question, first option. No, 8th question is not that, no? You gave wrong number.
18, sir. 18, sir.
It is
Question.
18th question. So
Third
18th question is third option. So we got the third option, you know? Yes,
Yes,
or no?
sir. Third option.
Okay. You try to do the up to this page. What is this page? 69. Okay. Don't bother to do X-ray diffraction and all. X-ray diffraction is not there. Okay. Okay. Hello.
Yes.
No
Yes, sir.
need to
Yes,
do
sir.
question number 29. No need to do question number 28, 27. They are out of portion. 26. The semiconductor of germanium can be made p-type, but it is not known to you. Only some questions you can do. Question number 23 probably you can do. Question number 24 you can do. So whatever
Yes.
you can do, maximum whatever you can do up to 69. So definitely you can do some questions. So up to 69, if you prepare very well in the syllabus, then you have done a good job. What I do is Monday we will go very slowly. I take the support of my own YouTube recordings. Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I try to make 2-3 YouTube video recordings so that you can see them number of times. How is the idea?
Okay, sir.
Hello?
Thank you.
I try to do. I have to sit across and do. For your sake, I am ready to take pain. I will do it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Somebody asked me one doubt. One say chemical name. What chemical name they want? Sir, one say channel name. My channel name. I'll put the what is that? I'll post the new video in our group. Okay. You have to do up to 69 page without fail. Okay. Thank you so
Yes.
much.